Thank you. We've undergone a corporate coup d'etat.
Your name? Chris.
My name is Chris Hedges. The case Hedges versus Obama.
Yeah. He is the captain.
Yeah.
He is the captain.
We've undergone a corporate coup d'etat. There is no impediment left now to corporate power. And the corporate state understands that as the economy continues to deteriorate, as the effects of climate change, and we just bore the brunt of that with Hurricane Sandy, over $70 billion worth of damage kicks in, there will be inevitable blowback on a betrayed population. And what's happening in this court now is the last thin line of defense between protecting what is left of our anemic democracy and the imposition of a military state.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah. Tell it like it is. Truth,
the deterioration of civil liberties under the Obama administration has complete continuity with the attack on civil liberties under the Bush administration. In fact, under the Obama administration, it has been worse. The radical interpretation of the 2001 Authorization to Use Military Force Act as giving the U.S. government, in particular the executive branch, the right to assassinate American citizens, and we just saw the white paper leaked to NBC on the drone attacks. The use of the Espionage Act, as Dan mentioned, to shut down all whistleblowers, any narrative that challenged the official government narrative. The FISA Amendment Act, which retroactively makes legal what under our Constitution has traditionally been illegal, the warrantless wiretapping, monitoring, and eavesdropping of tens of millions of American citizens, and we know that our personal information is being stored in supercomputers in Utah, and now the National Defense Authorization Act, Section 1021, overturning 200 years of domestic law to allow the military onto our streets to seize American citizens, strip them of due process, put them in military facilities, including our offshore penal colonies, and hold them indefinitely. The corporate state knows what it's doing. If the Congress had put in one small sentence saying that U.S. citizens were exempt from this legislation, we would all pack up and go home, but they will not. Because as Senator Graham pointed out, it is designed to detain U.S. citizens. And the bottom line is, as this unrest continues, the corporate state does not trust the police to protect them. It wants the ability to call in the military. This case is one of the most important cases in decades in the protection of our most basic and important constitutional rights. And the heroes of this case are standing next to me, who have not earned a dime from this: Carl Mayer and Bruce Offron. We're just the walk-on parts. They're the ones who do the work. Thank you very much. I just want to make one last point, and that is that when Judge Catherine Forrest issued her ruling, the Obama administration didn't just appeal. They demanded an emergency stay, which means they wanted the judge to put this law back into effect immediately until the Second Circuit would hear the appeal. Judge Forrest, to her credit, refused. And so the Obama administration went to the Second Circuit and demanded an emergency stay, which the Second Circuit gave them. Now, the supposition can only be made. We knew they'd appeal, of course, but we didn't expect them to respond this aggressively. And the supposition is that they responded this aggressively because they are already using the law. If they're holding American citizens in detention and denying them due process, as I suspect they are, probably with U.S.-Pakistani dual nationals in places like Bagram, and that injunction was allowed to stand, they would be in contempt of court.
Right.
And so the response of the Obama administration, the accelerated appeal, the fact that it's very clear to us, to the lawyers, that if the appellate court upholds Judge Forrest's ruling, this will be expedited probably within weeks to the Supreme Court, shows to us that this law, as far as we can make out, is probably already in effect.
If we don't have a First Amendment, I cannot bring redress of grievance against my own government because they're claiming sovereign immunity. They're claiming executive privilege. They're claiming state secrets as somehow supersedes my rights.
In theory, there should be a check against this unlimited, arbitrary, extrajudicial power of the executive. And what is that? That is, I'm going to indict you secretly, and then for the next 10, months,